one force of 16 Newton they applied to 4.0 kg block. Now that block they for rest on a smooth horizontal surface. The question say now wetin be the velocity of the block at time 5 seconds. This block dey im own as e dey, one force wey be they no give us the force wey be 16 Newton come start to dey push the block. They now tell us say wetin go be the velocity if the time wey that force push that block be 5 seconds. This na question wey you fit see for your JAMB exam UTME exam hall. Now this na the option wey dem give us. So how we go fit take analyze this question? Remember physics, wetin you need na to know the formulas, and once you fit know the formulas you go fit answer any question. Now remember our 3R. 1. Ask yourself na wetin dem give us. 2. Na wetin we define. And 3. Na which formulas we go take solve am. These na the 3R wey we dey take solve physics for this channel. Now the first one na wetin dem give us. They give us say the force na wetin 16 Newton na im dey push the block. Now wetin dem give us again? They also give us say the weight of the block, the mass of the block na wetin na 4.0 kg. That na fundamental quantity, mass 4.0 kg. And they come tell us say the time wey we go take find the velocity na 5 seconds. And they tell us say make we find the velocity. So we don't get wetin dem give us and wetin we dey look for. The next question you go ask yourself say, for all the whole physics, especially under motion, because this topic come from motion, now wetin be the formulas wey I fit take solve this question? That's na how to tackle physics. Now the question, how you answer the question go determine how you take solve this question. Now remember all the formula wey you remember for physics for motion. Remember for physics we always say motion, force always dey equal to mass times the acceleration, abi? And remember say when an object start to dey move, the acceleration dey always dey equal to the velocity minus the initial velocity divided by time, abi? Maybe so? Good. Now you go consider the first velocity. This u na the initial velocity of the object before e move, this one na the final velocity, and this na the time wey e take move. So the question be say, when the block dey for this horizontal ground, e no dey move, and that time our initial velocity dey 0. Now one force come from outside here, come push the block, and that force na 16 Newton, and this block na 4 kg. As this block dey like this wey be 4 kg, e get forces wey dey act on top am. The weight dey act down, that's mg, weight be the weight. And e get another force wey dey act upward. That force na the frictional force wey dey stop the object from moving, and those force dey exist for all these places. So as this force dey try to move am, the weight of the object too go dey stick to the ground, and another object go try to stop the force from moving. Those resultant force no be our business for this question. They say this question, this block come move to this point, and e take am how many seconds? E take am, the velocity here now we no know, but they take am say e take how many seconds? 3 seconds to get to this waiting, to get to this point after this force move am. The question now be say, how we go take solve this thing? That means from now, if initial velocity na 0, that means our acceleration na just velocity divided by time. Now if we put the acceleration there, that means our force could now be equal to m times v divided by t. Now wetin this we could look for? Velocity. I will cross multiply. So our ft, that is force times time, will be equal to mv. Now our velocity will be equal to force times time divided by the mass. So if we use this formula, we get the velocity. Now the velocity now, the force we then give us now 16 Newton multiplied by the time now how many seconds? 3 seconds. No, the time now 5 seconds. Me, I think say the time now 3 seconds. The time now 5 seconds. And all of them divided by the weight of the block now waiting now 4 kg. Now make you multiply all these things. We have my calculator. Make you multiply all these things. If you multiply all these things, now waiting the answer will give us. Now make I multiply this thing. If I multiply 16 times 5 will give me 80 Newton seconds divided by 4 kg, and that one will give me waiting 20 Newton seconds divided by kg, and this na the velocity. Somebody go fit say but this one na Newton seconds now, this one na kilogram, so how you can take the velocity? This one na dimension, and wetin we dey call dimension for physics. If you deal with all these things, remember say acceleration dey equal to force divided by the mass, abi? And this force na wetin? Newton. The mass na wetin? Kilogram. And remember say acceleration dey equal to velocity divided by time. So our velocity now go dey equal to acceleration times time. So the acceleration already done be what? Newton per kilogram. If we come multiply am by time will be seconds, it will give us Newton seconds per kilogram. So you see, velocity too, the unit of velocity still be what? Newton seconds per kilogram. So when you see all the dimension, they give you this kind of thing, no fear, because na still velocity. So that means na still meter per seconds. Our answer na 20. So the answer to this question na 20 meter per seconds will be the velocity we go take this object to move from here to here in 5 ways in 5 seconds. So you see, this na physics made very easy. If you enjoy this video class, make you no forget to give am thumbs up, share am so that you go get to all your friends. Remember, our aim na to help you understand physics from the basics, so that anytime when you see physics, you no go dey fear, you go fit answer any question wey come from physics. This na Pidgin Academy, and like this we go dey give una Pidgin, use Pidgin to teach una all the subjects, so that it go dey very very easy for una to understand. Make you no forget to subscribe to our channel if you like wetin you don watch, and remember to also click the notification button so that you will get update of our video anytime we post them. Thank you very much.